When the hearts collapse, we rise, burning out their hollow lies. In the dark, we light the flame. We're the ones who won't remain. Whispers break on a sleepless line. Every word falls out of time. Empty echoes, nothing new, but I still reach for you. Every signal drifts away, but the static makes me stay. Through the quiet, through the gray, I still hear you anyway. When the signals fade tonight, I'll still keep your voice inside. Through the silence, through the rain, I'll remember all the same. Every light in the distance fades. Every promise the silence made. Still I wait on the other side for the words we never tried. Every signal drifts away, but the static makes me stay. Through the quiet, through the gray, I still hear you anyway. When the signals fade tonight, I'll still keep your voice inside. Through the silence, through the rain, I'll remember all the same. Even if the sound is gone, I'll keep holding, I'll hold on. Every silence, every ache is the proof that hearts don't break. When the signals fade tonight, I'll still keep your voice inside. Through the silence, through the rain, I'll remember.
Hello everybody, welcome in. Wow, we have a full one today. We have a full one today. Hello, welcome to Lazy Mini Painting. I'm Laz, as many of you know. Some of you don't, so hello, my name is Laz. So who've we got in so far? We have Ali, Twisted Lee, and Graham. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you very much. And obviously a message there from Sparkles telling everyone I'm running late. I was going through old TV programs with Sparkles, finding out just how sheltered her childhood was. The answer is very. But I did start prepping the little turtle for this evening. I've not tucked the thingy down, have I? Right, you can't see jack diddly squat yet until I do this. So first of all, let's straighten my camera up a little, so it's like kind of where it should be, and move the spare button from my waistcoat. And Gamer Forever. Yes, you can ask something, Gamer. Yes, please do. Please do. Questions are welcome, providing they are comedic, not for the sake of taking the piss out of someone, or just genuine questions. But yeah, ask away. Please do. I've got to turn my headphones down, though, otherwise you're going to get echo, and we don't want echo. We do not want that. Do not want that at all. Although, I'm assuming Graham's happy that I kept that screen up running, because Rogues Den Hobbies, as I've said, if you order from there, use the code LAS10 and you'll get 10% off. And Graham at Graham's Hobby Corner is the person who runs that. So please feel free to go have a browse at Rogues Den Hobbies. In fact, I should do that, shouldn't I? If I'm going to do it, then I should do it right. Which means going to there, going to that bit, clicking on that, and just taking that bit. Go to me, of course. And I'm just going to pop that in there. So if you are interested in going to Rogues Den Hobbies with that 10% discount code, please go take a look. I've just popped the link into the chat in the main channel. If you are on the portrait mode, please have a quick pop over to the widescreen version, and you'll see the little link to click there. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so after this morning, I'm certainly not pushing myself too hard tonight, but I only have a little model to paint. Now the problem is I've not got I did have an idea in my head, and then Sparkles asked a question, and because it is a turtle or tortoise that I'm doing tonight, she asked the question, is he related to Sparkles and Oak? I honestly don't know, is the answer. So, yeah, I'm going to have to decide, is he related to Sparkles and Oak? And if he isn't, what's he going to be? How is he going to be presented? Because he's still, at the end of the day, a turtle, as are Sparkles and Oak. So it should work if they were to be related. I imagine it would. I need fresh parchment paper. To go onto my wet palette. There we go. I also need my wet palette to be wet. That does help. So, just while I wait for Gamer's question, I'll sort my wet palette out, which has had a good wash recently. So hopefully it's going to take all this water very nicely, without too much excess to go pouring into my water pot. Now I have left space for it as usual. So fingers crossed this does work nice and simply. Stuff from lunch, and now you've got the itis. What's the itis? Twisted, what's the itis? See, even I'll ask questions, like, because if I don't know something, then ask. If you want to know something, then please ask also. But I don't know what an itis is, Twisted. So that's gonna confuse the heck out of me now until you tell me. But thank you for anyone who's joining me on both forms of the stream, whether it be the portrait or the horizontal. The strong need for a nap. Yeah, I had one of them earlier. Essentially, after the earlier stream today, I had something to eat, had a coffee, got many lads from school, and then proceeded straight to bed because, fighting that off was not good. I mean, obviously, one happening is one thing, having it happen multiple times is another. Don't like that. Catnip? Catnip. I'm assuming you're talking to Twisted then. Joe! Welcome in, man. Welcome in, my friend. Glad to see you with us. We have Turtle to paint. Turtle! With a hooked staff. So, even though it's a staff, it doesn't necessarily need to be a magical weapon, because it looks kind of almost scythish, enough to make sure it's definitely a big bonk six. Seka, hello! Sekatis. Welcome back. Thank you for coming to join us for the second stream today. Now, I'm hoping that I don't have a repeat performance of earlier, for obvious reasons, because it was not very pleasant. Ali, I do have to thank you a lot for what you did for me earlier in contacting Sparkles to come down and essentially take me off screen when I was in a position where I really wasn't comfortable being on screen at that moment in time. I may have played it relatively well, but yeah, I wasn't comfortable being on screen at that moment in time. I just couldn't do anything about it. Oh, you're going to have a lore video up? Oh, excellent. Ali, could you find Joe's channel for me, please? Oh no, because it doesn't work like properly in the thing he does it. I'll go find Joe's channel and put it in the main one. I should have. Where is it? There it is. And I wish to share channel, so that means share channel. Copy that. Roger. Go back to my channel. Go to there. Mute me. And if anyone's looking to see what Joe's channel's like, there we have Joe's channel now. Joe is designing a game, which I'm very much looking forward to helping him with in the future once he's happy enough to go, right, I need somebody to play, paint, whatever it is he needs my help with. I'm quite happy to help with. But if you want to see what progress he's doing, please check out his channel. Mick, what is up, man? What is up? I know you're going to be in a condition that I would much rather be in right now, but I have taken my medication, so fingers crossed nothing bad should happen on this stream. I hope. Thank you very. That is much appreciated. I will take that pass. Thank you very much. What, the swallow then? Time to polish some dice. Good job you put that extra word in at the end there. Definitely good job you put that extra word in at the end there. So I'll minimise that because I won't need it too much. Yes, believe it or not, I also had bacon just before I came on stream just because I needed to eat. It's one of them things. If I don't eat, then it's not as good, and then I'm not in as good a condition. So I needed to eat. Got the Durban Z catnip today. Oh dear God, Twisted, I bet your cats are going nuts. Aminette and Kafra are gonna be all over you. You're not gonna get any peace. Right, so let's turn the blue tack over so I've got somewhere relatively stable to put Mr. Turtle. I don't think, have we had the question yet, Ellie? If we have, I've missed it, and I am sorry for that. Because I do like to try and answer everybody's questions when they have them. Now, I'm in a bit of a predicament, because as I said, I don't know whether this turtle is actually related to Sparkles and Oak. Oh, the Durban Z's for you. Oh, it's that type of catnip, is it? Then, very well done, sir. You get that started. Now, do I make him related to Sparkles and Oak, which means doing green and brown as basic colours? Or do I make him a bit different? See, because I've not got many reds, I've not got many oranges when it comes to colours, but I do still have a few characters left. I know one of them's going to end up being black with yellow eyebrows, which is the penguin. That's fine, Ellie. If he was shy, he was shy. It doesn't... Yeah, I said I will answer questions, but there is no obligation to ask them, so... Yeah, I was tempted for trolls myself. Go for a troll. Because then while you're painting the troll, you can do the Bill Bailey song of kill, 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 kill the trolls, hunt them down, there should be no clemency. Kill, 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 kill the trolls, look under the bridges, that's where they hide. And you can sing that while you're painting them. You feel left out polishing your dice? Don't be left out. You're doing something just as gamey as everybody else, just as geeky and nerdy and whatever else you want to make yourself feel better. You're doing it. Can't complain about that. Oh, Inky by Darkness. I forgot about that colour. What's the other one that goes with it? Is it... Yeah, it's Staggered on Scale Green, isn't it? It's those two. They're quite bluey and grey. I think he's going to be that colour. But, no, I'm not going to use a metallic medium. Nope. Right. I'm then going to go that colour for clothing. But I might go really, really, really bright for colours. I mean, like, really bright. So bright that I don't think I've actually pulled the colour out yet. Because I don't use this colour because it is so bright. Watch it already be on the bloody desk. And that's the fluorescent pink that needs... Whew, that needs a shake up. That needs one heck of a shake up. And we have yellowy green, which is a very bright colour. You can do it, Graham. You can. Very fine grit. Nice bit of polishing. Some kind of oil or lubricant. Get it on there. Make sure you use your dominant hand because it's the one you use as a teenager. Get that on there, you'll be fine. So if I go for the yellowy green, it means I can actually go for a really bright yellow as a base coat. So I think I'm going to go for yellow for the skin colour and Inky by Darkness for the robes and the hat. And then for, pardon me, and then for his turtle shell, for his turtle shell, I'm going to go brass. Yeah, yellow. Well, I was looking at the colours that are spread across the characters. And I have a fair few green, I have some blues, I have a red. I do have some yellows, but nothing too bright. They're all quite dulled down yellows. I was more thinking of the forward and backward motion you're gonna get. You're gonna get a good polish out of your dominant hand. You repeat the previous station. This previous statement. You're not a fan of yellow. In fairness, yellow is not the easiest colour to paint. And going off these three, no, it's going to have to be AK. Oh, sorry, the Pro Acryl. So we get the Pro Acryl ready. I don't want to do red because I'm going to be doing reds and oranges on a few other things, as I've figured out once I was looking through them all. Though there is nothing like a handful of smooth dice, especially 30 odd of them when you've got to roll a attack for orcs. You do realise, Joe, that there is a possibility that if you send me a ship to paint, I may paint it yellow. I do like Chris Foss when it comes to ships. Wow, my hands and eyes are just not functioning. They do not wish to work together right now. That is not good. Generally, you want your two hands to work, your two fingers to work. Good evening, Buzzard. Hello. Gaffer the fridge troll. That's not nice to call Gaffer a fridge troll. Poor Gaffer. Now these Pro Acryls are almost thin enough to go straight into an airbrush. So painting them, they are a little on the thin side. And they do cover well with with a couple of coats, but it does take a couple of coats to do it. I'll put the first coat on. Just making sure we get everywhere at least with some paint on it. That needs to be yellow. So there's not much yellow going on. Just a little bit. Hello, how? Good evening. Good evening. Some people like some colours, some people don't. I just, yeah, if it feels right, it'll go. And mine's always off feel. Whether or not I like the colour, doesn't matter. It goes, does it feel right for the model? And in this case, yes it does. So I wish to do Incubi Darkness. Which one's the darker of the two? Incubi Darkness. So how's How doing tonight? And Beaky and Graham and Seka and everybody else for that matter. How are you all doing? I know some of you caught me this morning and caught me at a not very opportune moment, shall we say. I did not have the best of streams. I had a good stream this morning, just not the best of streams this morning. I could have done with not having to have Sparkles come down and put me into the break screen. But it is what it is. And what happens, what happens. And that happened. You got to stamp your mark on the back. Oh, does that mean you've got to make more of these little things? He says just grabbing a bag randomly. Where is it? I should be able to feel it. There it is. Does that mean you got to make more of them? You can't see it properly because of my light, but that is the Rogues Den Hobby logo in a wax seal, which I keep with my Rogues Den Hobbies dice. Which I am down one because it is now currently with Twisted. Good evening, Fox. How are you doing? You okay? You know, you're moving through your videos quite quickly. You're getting some content out there. Some of it, I will not lie, goes over my head. Call me old. You'll be right in this case. But some of it, yeah, just that doesn't quite. I don't get it, but that's because you're using terms that are now being used by children and young people. Like, I know you haven't used the word skippity, but I'm just going to use that as an example. Words like that, which is like, oh, what the hell's that supposed to mean? I don't know. I've fallen out of touch with stuff. I know what Riz means. That's short for charisma. So I know what Riz means. So I'm not completely a lost cause. Not completely. I'm just... Oh, you mean the stamps on the bags, the eco-friendly paper bag things that you posted a picture of earlier, which is very fancy. I'm glad to have you back in, Fox. Welcome, mate. Got the darker of all these. You're not a lost cause, Joe, just because you don't use yellow. There was a good 3-year period where I wouldn't use yellow either. Yeah, it is kind of isn't it, Seka? Luckily, I have children who use some of these words, so I get to figure some of them out, and then they laugh at me. As if, like, look, old man, don't even try it. I get that look. It's like, you're really? You're trying to... No. You're just going to embarrass us. which I've got to say is kind of the point. It's one of the fun things of being a parent. You get to embarrass your kids. Especially when they go out and don't answer the phone to you. When you're trying to figure out if they're actually coming home in time for food. And then you find out they're just in the town centre nearby. So you go down and do your best chimp impression while you're walking across the town centre towards them. And making a perfect beeline directly for them, so it is very clear to everybody else that you know that person and you're going to talk to that person despite them trying to hide their face. Hiding doesn't work. Good evening, Kirsty. Hello and welcome back for the first time in a while. Welcome you back. Now we're still trying to name D&D characters, so your help will be very much appreciated. As someone who does frequent D&D memes and things quite often. We have got lots of names, and they are pretty. There's nothing wrong with the names, but they are. Some of them are names that you would actually put on a name for a list for a child, as opposed to fantasy creatures. So, although there's nothing wrong with naming things George and Jeff and Billy and things and Dave and stuff like that, I think we have quite enough of those now to be able to go, no, we need some more fantastical names. So reversing strange names and things like that. That usually works out quite well. It'll be based around the original 5th edition, not the 2024 version. So the original 5th edition version where race traits exist. The problem is I don't have many natural races. The bat's name has already been chose. It is not going to... I'm reversing Bernard. Although, Dranreb is not a bad idea. I don't mind that one. But I'm not the one you've got to convince. Have I just realised that my camera has just slipped like so much off my desk to the point where it's holy sugar, that was falling. Captain Sparkle. We already have a Sparkles. We have the title characters, Sparkles and Oak, which are the twin turtles. We already have a Sparkles. And we have an Oak. We don't have a Captain. Nobody's actually called Captain anything. We do have a Warlock Cthulhu style character, which he runs the bar, but there's no reason why he couldn't be a former captain. Oh, that looks like there's a big blob of black down there that's not dried. That's not good. There is a big blob of black paint that has took 2 hours to dry and is still not dry. You have polished 2 dice. Now, these 2 dice that you're polishing, are they D6? Or are they fancy math rocks? Like D20, D10, D8, D12, D4. Are they the fancy math rock ones or are they the standard D60 ones? And you're thinking, what bloody difference does that make? Captain Laz. I've not named a single character after me. I'd be more tempted to name the characters after all of you than name them after me. generally, if I name a character after me, it's one of the 40k characters. So, Lavarus, Lazgul Thwacker, those characters. And those models. As this is all waiting for authorization from Sparkles, I want to avoid naming them after me. Because despite how vain I am, I'm not quite that vain. Well, I might be, but yeah, you missed. No, but yeah, you missed an A. But I know who you mean. Captain Batten. Who? Where's the book? Where's the book? I've got a book with them all in. I have a book with them all in somewhere and I can't. Where's the book then? So, Kirsty, I have lots of. Well, I don't have lots of characters that need naming, but I have lots of characters. And some of them do need naming. Who needs naming? Have you got the book over there with you? Yeah, it'll be at the other end. There we go. Thank you. So, who do we still have? We have the Spider. We have the Lizard Wizard. We have the Yellow Fox Druid. And we have the Ranger Beastmaster Fox. Shiny Bees George. Did we finalise the monk panda? As Herman? We did finalise the Herman for that one, okay. The purple bunny and the the copper cat could be Captain Baptin. Yes. Yes, 5th edition was good. I didn't play much of 3.5 though. So but I do have 2 sets of the full DM guys. The DM guide, Monster Manual and Player's Guide for the 1st edition of 5th edition. So I get to play that, and I've got enough then to hand around with players so they can do it. So Herman has been decided, as Herman is the monk panda. So yeah, the Warlock Bartender, the Copper Cat, the Purple Bunny, but the Purple Bunny's got a lot of name suggestions already. Okay, so Mahag. Yes, I know what that spells backwards. I know what that spells backwards. Mahag.
Okay, who's that?
That's a good point. Who would Mahag be, Graham? That's pretty much why I'm sticking with the 5th edition, because it is so easy for people to pick up and who've never played. It is so easy. So Mahag, is that going to be the Copper Cat? Is that going to be the Warlock Bartender? I mean, we've already got Jeff and George, who you've named as my Butterfly and Bumblebee. Mr. Rabbit as see, Mr. Rabbit has got lots and lots and lots of name suggestions. The rabbit seems to get more name suggestions because she is a purple rabbit. And she's got a great big whopping axe. Yeah, she's not that great. See, I don't mind playing clerics, to be quite honest. Clerics don't have to heal. I'm probably the stingiest cleric with my heals. See, I didn't have to read that out, Graham. I heard the tut and I got the look. That's what that one got. I didn't even read. I got halfway through that comment and I got the tut. I didn't even get to read it properly. Which one has the Cthulhu Bartender has 0. Nobody has put any names forward for the Cthulhu Bartender. He's been neglected and not thought about. Apparently. Is Ali pulling mod privileges there and saying that I can't have the reverse Graham? Why can't I have reverse Graham? I think a reverse Graham would be nice. It'll be outgoing, friendly, so outspoken it's untrue. EB? EB. Where's EB? Oh, EB is a name. That is an interesting idea, that Circa. That is a very interesting, a self-powering paladin. That's almost as bad as the barbarian who thinks he's a wizard. He's too dumb to realise he's not a wizard. He thinks he's a magic caster, just does everything through brute strength. Yeah, as I said, if we were going to reverse you, we would get somebody that's outspoken, outgoing, party animal. Not a bad idea for a bartender, really, is it? Cats. Graham's got some. Have you been on Graham's site? I've got a range of 32mm and 75mm cats coming. You may have found the one chink in Sparkle's armour there. Miss Wrench, even though he's a... How does that one work, Kirsty? Just out of curiosity. Northern, how do you, mate? Good day. Hello. Good evening. I know it's evening for you because you're just a couple of miles away. So where's my pen gone? I'm going to start taking notes of all these names now. Right, so what have we got now? We've got Graham spelled backwards. That pen doesn't even bloody work. I should have known that, that's why it's up there. I did have a white one somewhere. Well, a black pen, but it looks white. Aha, there we go. Maharg. What else have we got? And I'm great. See, Northern has slotted in so nicely into this channel. I'm glad you found us, mate. I'm glad you found us, and you, Circus. I'm glad you both found us. Just sort of slotted in so easy. Miss. Where's it gone? Miss Wrench. See, I'm not writing that one off because we do have female characters to come as well. What else have we got up there? I do have to go scrolling back up now. I'm not doing too bad. No, I'm doing a lot better than I was doing this morning. I'm not calling anything Foxy Bingo. I am not reversing Jeff or Brian. Although, Nairub. Maybe Nairub. Which I'm aware is Brian backwards. Mr. Rabbit. You've called the girl Rabbit Mr. and the man bartender Miss. I'm beginning to think you have a little bit of a thing going on here, Kirsty, that you're trying to get me to do. Let's see, what else have we got? We've got Seka. I mean, Seka. Seka is actually a good name. And Captain. I am tempted now that you've mentioned it. Yeah, Marag, yeah, cleaning glasses, yeah, I see where you're going with that. So, but it's got an H in it. Captain, I am going to put Captain Bapton in. But I'm going to spell it Baptain. Because bartender. So we still have a few. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potential names for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 potential names for 8 characters. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. That is not good. That is not good, Kirsty, but neither have I. Neither have I. We're relying on Mick T and Twisted tonight for that. Right, so anyway, back to the actual painting bit. You know, the thing that I'm supposed to be doing on camera. I'm getting funny looks. And I'm guessing not just from Sparkles, some of you are looking at the screen going, what? But yeah, so anyone who missed this morning's stream, because I did yesterday's stream late this morning, I had my first actual lockup on my own channel while I was halfway through a magazine. So that was unpleasant. That was very unpleasant. So a few minutes of sitting there with my arms not being able to move until Ali messaged Sparkles and said, "Lads need some help downstairs." And then Sparkles came down and put me onto my break screen so I could reorganise myself. No smoke. No smoke. No, because then that's just going to make me want to go out and buy it all the time. Every time I think of the characters, like, no smoke. I've got no smoke, go get some. And, yeah, we'd both get in trouble with Sparkles for that one. Because obviously I'd go get it and then I'd blame it on you. So we both get in trouble for that one. Look, if I's going down, I's taking you with me. Or at least whoever put me on that track, I'm taking them with me. Just so you know. Just so you know. This sinking ship ain't going down on its own. See, that yellow doesn't look right. That yellow doesn't look right. I'm not happy with that bright yellow. Maybe once I get the eyes done, and if I can sort out the mouth a little bit more, that might help. But at the moment, I'm not happy with the yellow. I'm never really happy when I do yellow, because it is one of the hardest colours that I find to paint, right up there with white. They're trying to make show the fact that you can see that this is a turtle without relying on the shell on the back. It's not going to be easy. And then, of course, cleaning up any areas where I overspill on things like the hat. Yep, that yellow looks at everybody wrong. That yellow there has a bad attitude. It has a very bad attitude. Sometimes it'll come out and be like, no, I'm fine. Other times it's like, no, fuck you, I ain't working. Don't care what you want, don't care how you want to go about it. Ain't happening, not with me. Go choose a different paint. You tell it, Ali. You tell it. Smoke for the smoke god. What happened this morning? No worries, Joe. Catch you later. Northern. You've probably heard it been said before on the channel that a few of us have one or two disorders. Some worse than others. Mine is a non-epileptic attack disorder, which occasionally causes my limbs or entire body to stop moving for periods of time. Yeah, my arms decided they didn't want to move, so I ended up sat with both arms up like this for a bit. So yeah, I ended up sitting there like that, which was weird because obviously I can't do it. At that point, I was building Leagues of Votann models. You can't really do much in this position. And then, yeah, I think it was after a few minutes, Ali had contacted Sparkles, and Sparkles had come down and put me on my break screen and mute me and stuff. So I got to be off camera while I was like that. And it's not very comfortable being on camera like that, I've got to say. There was nothing I could do. I was on camera at that point, so not all I could do. Apart from just continue talking to everyone, because I could still read the chat, I just couldn't move. So, once Sparkles had come down and done that, I got myself into a slightly more comfortable position, waited it out until at least one of my arms could move, and then once one of them could move, I could come back and... It was my right hand which started to move first, so that was kind of useful. Because it means I could use the mouse and click up other things and continue conversations, and then eventually my left arm unlocked as well and I could carry on. But it was the first time it's ever actually happened on stream, on one of my streams. It's not the first time it's happened on the internet, sadly. But it was the first time it's ever actually happened on one of my streams. It's happened just after and just before, but never during. So I wasn't too happy with that, to say the least. Definitely not too happy with that. Now, as I said, this one I'm going for bright colours with a few dark colours. Yeah, it was Ali. That P break. So Northern, you're in charge in the portrait mode. I say that there's a good chance Sparkles is in there with you, which no matter where Sparkles is in charge, including behind the camera. I am. Thank you, Kirsty. Once I got off camera, I got food. Wasn't feeling 100%, but pay it on the screen, lads. Pay it on the screen. Sorry. You're taking this and you're taking Ali's role quite well there, Northern. Paint on the screen. Lads, paint on the screen because we can't see naff all if you don't. So yeah, I picked up mini lads from school and then immediately went straight to bed because I was exhausted. I was tired. I think people could tell when they were watching. It's like Laz looks a bit not right at the moment, especially afterwards. So I had a few people telling me, go to bed, go lie down, go get yourself sorted. So I did. It just took me a little bit longer than everyone would have liked. So yes, I've been to bed. I've had another 3 hours sleep. I've eaten a little bit better, or at least a little bit more. And now I'm feeling okay. I took my tablet over an hour ago. Dan! You are late, but I opened with your music. I opened with your music and with Graham's advertisement. Well, funny enough, I was just talking about that. No, is the answer. Although I'm feeling better than this morning, I'm still not feeling 100%. You are doing your duties absolutely wonderful there, Northern. Thank you. At this rate, you may become a spanner as well, if you're so inclined. But yeah, I wasn't entirely well. However, if you wish to come up and talk, I'll send you the collab cam link, and we can come up and have a chat. So that means I've got to get headphones on, which means I do get to hear my own voice. But I'm getting used to it. I am getting used to it. So what I'm going to do is give Dan the option to come up and join me. Generate a new link. Copy that. How do I get Dan to join me now? Instagram. There we go. And then we look for messages. And we scroll down to there. And yes, it is the Starbound that I've been using, Dan. If you join that link, I should be able to... just dealing with the family. No worries. Well, I'll leave the link open. Don't know what time, if at all. But if you feel like jumping up, I ain't stopping you. No worries, man. No worries. More like 20. I've been going for an hour and I've barely painted a thing. So, the speed I'm going right now, 15-20 minutes. Yeah, I'll still be here. I ain't going anywhere in any quick moment. Yes, Fox, we are doing a yellow turtle. Because Michelangelo's orange, Leonardo's blue, Donatello's purple, and Raphael's red. No one has yellow. So this one's going to be yellow. And that's my thinking behind it. So, hello. Is that a wave on that? Yes, that is a wave. It does take me a while. Ekudamran. Ekudamran. Damram. We have a name for a character you've not seen. We have Eku Damram. Which, well, you've seen the characters in there. Is a sheepy goat person. So I think we have a name for that one. Now, what colour do we do his scarf, his trousers, and the trim on his hat? Now, I know I want metallic for his shell. I want a nice brass shell. Oh, Eku Damran, I need a pen. And Eku Damran. Now it is going to be Eku. Ooh, a nice red. Is that for his trousers and the scarf? Because I do have a couple of nice reds. See, I can go all the way down from the scabby red right up to the bright scarlet. So Eku Dam Ram. Eku for short. But if you put a D in front of it, you end up with a My Hero Academia character. A nice set of red trousers and a scarf. Awesome. Right, so I'm gonna save that then. And we have I don't want the evil scuns. Do I want Mephiston? Do I want Scarlet? In fact, looking at that is all three. And they'll layer up quite nicely. So we start with the darkest, which is actually Mephiston red. Which always makes me laugh. Always makes me smile and laugh. Mephiston red. That is some kinky buggers. Because your fist isn't supposed to be red. Oh, what level of mind have I got? It's gone down that road. Nope, it ain't coming back. My brain has gone right down the toilet. You are back. Oh, why name the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Because I'm painting a turtle. And I was explaining why I came up with yellow for the main colour of his skin. So he doesn't clash with any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja or hero turtles, depending on how old you are. That way he doesn't clash with them. Although now I'm putting a bright red scarf on him. So that idea is now gone out the window. What's the pizza dude? Pizza dude is... Now, I don't know the delivery guy name's name, but Michelangelo is the one that likes pizza. More than the others. They all like pizza. Michelangelo just likes it a little bit more. I say a little, but it's a fucking lot more. Michelangelo loves pizza. Yeah, he's not going to be Splinter. He's a crotchety old rat. And I don't mean that as an insult. He is a rat. He's just a miserable little git. You no leave the sewer. Do not fight the foot. So Twisty's brain's been in the same place as mine since he was 13. And yeah, when it comes to contrasts, I see why people use it a lot, but I'm still learning. So I try and use both techniques, whether it's painting and then speed painting in some. So my all materials, every single one, is done with Army Painter speed paints. The first ones, the ones that reactivate if you were to put another paint over them. So when I dry brush my ivory, it reactivates and kind of blends it. Yeah, they work excellent in an airbrush. Pretty much because they are that watered down. They are that thin. So they just straighten the airbrush and off you go. I'm not doing the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's just I'm trying to avoid copyright. I don't want a nice email from Hasbro going, stop what you're doing or give us money. Because I don't have money. So it's stop what I'm doing. And I don't want to stop. Because I'm enjoying it. So if I can fly under the radar for Hasbro, I'm pretty sure they own the rights to it, then I'm okay. I don't get done in illegal battles and complications. See, I've never used the alcohol-based metallics. I've used Sharpies, but never the alcohol-based ones. Wow. Now there's one. In fact, I'm going to ask Sparkles if she even remembers that, because that's the reason I was late, because we were going through all TV programs. Do you remember Biker Mice from Mars? Yes. Oh, wow. I didn't think you'd know that one. Out of all the ones you did know and didn't know, I didn't think you'd know that one. That was top. I used to enjoy that. Markers work quite well. In fact, I'll demonstrate because I wanted to do this shell metallic and just so happened to have found my gold Sharpie. So rather than brass, it's gotta be gold. So you just take the lid off and then colour in the area you want. So with this step, he is not related to Sparkles and Oak because they have brown shells. No, the tip is a bit chunky, so you do have to be careful. But see, Sharpies work just fine. And that was just using a standard gold Sharpie. Now if I can find the other pen, I can do the other thing. Now these are manga markers. Yeah, pretty much. You could do that. But if you get the manga markers, you get a thin nib and a thick brush. But with the thin nib, you can then go through and get all the deeper recesses. Jesus, I can't even talk. And that just helps put that little bit more definition. Oh, I'm listening to myself. That's why I'm talking funny. Hamotoyoshi. 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 For the Ranger. Yeah? Okay, Fox, you have just named the Ranger. Now we just need his little spider companion. And it's not being called Incy. But there we go. I don't know if you can see better. But very shiny off the marker. But using the manga fine tip, I've gone through and yeah, it works. I can't deny it. Who was it who told me that? Because I'm not the first person to use markers. I know who it is. It's essentially my modelling muse. It will be Dave. Dave who used it first, I would imagine. I have more patience. You would have just cracked out the no dial. You are talking to the man who individually placed bricks for a cobblestone road. If I could find that, I would actually show you. But I'm not sure where it is. It should be somewhere. But so should everything. I've got all sorts of stuff. And yeah, bricked up a building as well. Call the spider north. Right. Let me just go back and take a note of Fox's name that he suggested. Have any more? Oh, you got procs on. Just 20,000 if you want. Should do it. Where is it? Hamato Yoshi. Right, where is he? Right, so scrub the name off the Fox Beastmaster, and that is Hamato Yoshi. We have a name for the Fox Ranger, which is, yeah, fitting because it's Fox who gave us. And now it's the staff and layering colours. You've got a bag of 5,000. So 4 of those. And yeah, that'll do. I think I'm running out. I think I've only got about 200-300 left. I think. And I don't fancy sitting there with a ruler and underfloor heating boards. That just takes ages. No. Just remembering I've not set stuff up for when Dan comes up. Or if Dan comes up, for that matter. I'm not pressuring him. The dude's eating. Right, now scroll down and catch up with what everyone's got. So called the Spider Northern and the Fox Hamato Yoshi. Now you do remember this is the yellow and pink spider. Just making sure that Northern's aware that what you're trying to put his name on. Yep, you do have to keep your dice polished. Especially when the metal ones. So slightly brighter red. And fod. No, he won't. Oh, this is the hard bit. Because I've not even got the right glasses on. I've not changed my glasses. I'm supposed to change them for doing this bit. And it's the only time I need different glasses. You'll be right. Named after a highly toxic spider. Not so much camp. He is the familiar of the Beastmaster. And the only Beastmaster. Although this guy doesn't want to stand up. And I think he's the last one for the middling level. So that means I've got loads of bases, about another 7. Fair enough. Spiders being called northern. That's a pair done. Northern. It will get abbreviated, so it'll probably be called NOR. But full name, Northern. Yeah, this has been a productive evening. Not so much paint wise, but naming. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing really good. Oh, that was a noise. That was a background noise. Called the light switch. Final red, which is that is another option. What I'll do is I'll write both down, and then Sparkles will choose her preference. I've got a feeling the latter will be the one, but we don't find out until Sparkles goes. And she will. I mean, she overruled Graham completely when it came to the bat. She overruled everyone. Me, Ali, Graham. She decided Barnabas. She just got it in her head. She wanted them to be called Barnabas. I told her who was left, and she went, the bat. Like, are you sure we've got all these other names? She went, no, the bat. So it's very much, yeah, she chose. Ah. See, my lazy go-to is Thos. And it's almost always a dwarf. For obvious reasons. Thos the dwarf. Nobody thosses a dwarf. Nobody thosses it at all. And he is a very angry little Scottish dwarf who drinks a lot. In fact, every DM I've used him with, they have always allowed me that one magical item, and it's a never-ending tankard of family whiskey. So he's always or just tanked up, just dump, 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 dump. And at that point, yeah, God knows, stuff comes out of my mouth, other players cringe, and the DM goes, roll with disadvantage. Because obviously I'm drunk. Mayakis. I can't even read that. Told you I'm not having a good day. I am not having a good day. My ability to just function has decided it wants to stop work. My axe. Oh, yeah, it is. And my axe You have my sword, and my bow, and my axe. Yeah, sounds about right. Might as well be saying my ass. But Gimli, being the character that he is, gets it to say my axe, not my ass. Which one's this? Spiky Bones. Spiky Bones. That's going to be the eye colour. Well, the base eye colour. Just so I can brighten them up and see where they are. Grabbing by the incredibly flimsy snuff. And now try and get this paintbrush in this section. Right underneath the hat. Damn, that was small and tight. Not like that. The fact that I even have to say that just goes to show you all have the same sense of humour as me. Or at least most of you. Some of you may be thinking, what's he on about? Small and tight. Don't get it. Well, be glad. I don't intend to ignore them. And right, with what I've just said and the last two comments from Ali, I think you may want to rethink them. Because I've said, this is really small and tight. And then Ali's got, my ass. Fit, I tell you, fit. Oh, dearie me. Oh, you can't write this, can you? Oh, the lids on the paint pot are shockingly tight. Right, okay. Yep, just making sure. Clarification. Obviously, after I've said some, sometimes people respond. And, well, oh, you put filth. Filth. Right, okay. I'm wrong glasses. And that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Because, yeah. Why not? Of course, you're going to stick to your excuse. Do a paint that like a flamingo. Have a flamingo staff. Oh, filth. Filth in the Irish accent. I felt. Alright, now I get it. Now I get it. I've got to remember to read things in accent. And sometimes it's difficult. Especially when I struggle with that accent. What's the about? I'm lost. I mean, I'm not. I'm at home. I know where I am. But you've all, yeah. Thomas, welcome back, man. Nice to have you back in. Not had you for what, at least a couple of streams. Thank you for calling back. You've called back on a wage stream because, yeah. I can't remember what film it's out of. I do know what. Dum da dum dum. Dum da dum dum dum. I do know what that means. I've just had something I need to respond to. How do you spell epileptic? Epileptic. In case anyone's wondering what my condition is, it's a non-epileptic attack disorder. Why did I see come up? Oh, I don't know anymore. It's all gone wrong and weird. The night before Christmas? Are you off, Northern? Have a good night, mate. I didn't see that. Did that just... Yeah, there you go. Night, Northern. You having a good night, mate. My leg. Ow. Awkward moments. Awkward moments. Yeah, no, I'm not aware of it. Well, I don't, but I think I do. Yes, Tom, it is Horse One landscape mode. If you don't want to watch it in the portrait, you get the wider one, where you'd be able to see my hands right now. See, there they are. And then if I do that, you can't see them on that one. But you can on the other one. But if you're not watching it on a big screen, it's better to watch this one. Odd, I know. Very odd. How am I going to find that out? No, I mean, really, how am I going to find this out? Oh dear. You know when stuff happens and you just... No, it's not working. So I have no idea how I'm going to do what I wanted to do. Unless I can do that. Can I? No, that's not how you spell it. I'm getting so distracted. I'm getting really distracted. Right, no. That'll be the reason. Okay. Hans! Welcome into the big screen, Tom. I'm not sure what to do. Now, I've got Bring it up. Now he's got a band round his hat. He's got whatever's going on at the top of this staff. And then I've got to wash him. And painting under his hat again. Because, well, I missed a bit. Well, not missed a bit. I caught it with the ivory. Which is not good. Don't want to be doing that. No. Yeah, all the big kids in the big screen. I've been going for nearly 2 hours and I've done practically naff all. Yeah, that's what's happened. I've been going for 2 hours nearly, and I've done very little. Normally by this point, I've damn near finished the model. But for some reason, today, nope. Just ain't happening. You're in. You are in. We show on stream. There we go. There we do. I can hear you. Let me just shift that so people can see you. I'm just gonna check. Well, you're only visible on horizontal. You're not visible on portrait. Yeah, no. That doesn't work. I don't even know where it's positioned on portrait. I know what it is. It's because everything's stacked above you in the sources. Yes. So, yep. Complete pain in the ass. Yeah? Either. Well, I have main chat on my monitor, and I have portrait chat on my phone. So, yeah. Down there? Yeah. So my phone's... Can I actually touch it? Yeah, there it is. You can actually see the pots. No, well, in that case, Buzzard has said hi. Ali's going to bed. No, nearly 20 past 11. So it is late. But to answer your question, and I have said this about 3 times, no, today's been shit. Yeah, yep. I put off my usual Wednesday stream because I was busy and I had family stuff. So I covered it this morning. And about an hour in, my arms went like, can't move, not going anywhere. Which, putting models together, not good. Good night, Graham. Good night. Thanks for joining us. So that happened about halfway through the stream. But I couldn't switch anything over. So I couldn't put any break screens or anything up to take me off. So, well, Ali, the absolute wonder that she is, she has contact with my missus outside of on screen. So she messaged her, and my missus came down, and I talked her through how to put the break screen up. And it's like, yeah, go click on that, click on Dan's channel, get the space one, press play on that, mute me, unmute that, put that screen up. Yes, by far more than she wanted to be involved in. Oh, she's amazing. There's a reason I'm marrying her. So, nope. Because I can still talk, I can still speak and communicate and read chat. The only thing is I can't paint or put models together. So you can see this bit, can't you? Right. Okay. Just making sure. This one. The other one? Yeah, I can. Just give me Insta there. And messages. Daniel. Unsupported image. Use Instagram mobile to view that image. I can't because my mobile's on. Are you in portrait? No, I'm asking if my missus is in portrait because I'd have to leave.
I can go into portrait.
Yeah, if you could just jump in portrait for a second, please. And that way I can actually use my phone. Oh, yes, you can't see that. Shit. Well, no, Streamlabs isn't what I'm using. No, that middle image is not frozen. It's just because it is my desk. I don't move much. So once I've got that, it's just little movements. And that's how that comes through. It's weird. It is. You do get a few extra perks for managing how to stream through Streamlabs. It is pretty much the same as OBS though. So if you can do OBS, you can do this. But OBS. Yep. Why I changed over. That, and I found out they had a collab cam. So I thought, fuck, yes, I can still get people up. Hence. Yeah. Sodom. I mean, I don't pay for stuff anyway. Oh, this is brilliant. With all my wonderful subscribers' helps, I have a break screen. I can now link music through it, which I now take from you. So yeah, I pinched the music off your Nations channel. And I've been getting a lot of compliments for it. In fact, how far through are we? because we selected an album. Yeah, we selected the Starbound album, and we're about 35 minutes through. Yeah, 50 minutes. Not long. Well, I don't hear it. I don't. At that point, I go click break screen, play music, headphones off. I'm having a break. Either going to make a drink or whatever I'm doing. But everybody can still hear it. So. Well, with Ali, obviously she's quick at some of these. As soon as I click go to break, she's put a link to your channel. She's in bed. Yeah. But so quick. She's got that link up there. It is. I mean, obviously we get Buzzard, we get Ali, we get Tom. There's a few people that you might not know, like Northern, Graham, Fox, and a few others that have surprisingly only come to my channel, which is but saying that, there is also people who have found me and have now started turning up elsewhere. Twisted, you are the main culprit. Pretty much everybody now has Twisted as a subscriber. And he just turns up everywhere. I don't think I can go on a live now without seeing him. That's not a bad thing. I log into Discord and it's usually Twisted or Buzzard. Possibly. Well, Discord's not that bad. Yes. Well, in fairness, I don't go into my Discord as much as I should. But it does give everyone else. Because obviously everyone can see my work. I'm doing it on camera. But it gives everyone else a chance or somewhere for them to go, this is what I've been working on. Or can you give me any help or any ideas with this? So it's a bit of a melting pot. I'm working on a turtle that has no name and has no D&D class. But I got distracted very early on with names. So, just to have a look, this is what me working on names. And there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 characters so far. For a straw, I don't like paper straws either. I just don't give a shit about the French. Sorry, Francois. Sorry. French for turtle. French for straw. French for straw. Pile. Pile. I'll stick it down as one of the options. See, I don't have final say on this. So I fucking forgot it now. How do you spell it? I've just had it in front of me. Paille. So yeah, I've got loads of names that people have been throwing in. From Orin to Mrs. Wrench to Captain Bapton. Shin, Percival, Rothgar, Sybil, Eku Damron. Hamato Yoshi has actually been used now. That is the Ranger. Hamato Yoshi. And he has a little spider called Northern. This is getting out of control. Luckily, this is the last one for the second layer, though. And then I can base them all. And then start on third layer. It is. Well, I've got two already. They're the title characters. That's Sparkles and Oak. They're both turtles. But I've got sharks, rabbits, rams. Yeah. I've got a paladin ram. Big shield. I'll go get him. No, it's an animal. Think goat. Think goat. Don't make me panic. Jeez. So what have you been up to, dude? You gone back to 9 to 5? Doing what? And then make somebody else install them. Now you see, you got the right idea now. Shirt, tie, clipboard. You're the one that they don't want turning up. Wow, really? 4 years? I mean, I'm coming up to that now. Oh, 4 years, just you. Yeah. I mean, you came out solo for 2 years, and so that's 5 years of YouTube. That's nuts. That is nuts. How did you put up with Spencer for that long? Well, yes, Spence was sheltered. Did you see that? Yeah, I saw that. It's like, did you see that? No idea what you're talking about. Well, we've got to go watch it now. That works better. It was right time. Was it the right time? Oh, and you wrote it. Just boot the door in. We're here. Deal with it. We'll go in now. It was an interesting ride. Although I must say, there is one thing I'm disappointed about. Only Spencer came over. Oh yeah, because yep. Well, I mean, you're young and same age as mine. So, yeah, that time it was just no go. Yeah, we'll send him over. Yeah, we sent him back. They didn't get a choice. Yeah, you're getting on. You're getting on this plane. And you are not getting off until the other side of the Atlantic. Yeah, I mean, I need to get over and see all of you. I would like to do that. Oh, I'm well aware. It's a 2-month trip, and I start with you. No, I start with you. You meet me at the airport, and then we're in the car then, going Cleveland, Arkansas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Colorado. Uh, uh, yep, yep. But obviously, along the way, we pick up other drivers. So, switching. And it all accumulates in the deserts of California, where Dorito is. And then we just go get drunk, drive buggies, and shoot guns. Yeah. That is pretty much how we're gonna. That's the entire trip. Yeah. See, you're gonna mount that gun on the back of your truck. You're driving. I'm sat in the back as we're driving through, and that's how we get past Ohio. Yeah, but by the time we get through Cleveland, we should have one, maybe two other people Yeah. So that'll be Joey and maybe Angie and Lep. Is Angie over near you? Right, so you and Angie at the same time. And then we go get Joey. And then we go get... So who's after Joey? If you was going to plan this road trip. Yeah, but we've got to go south as well. Because we'd have to pick up EB, JV, Blake, Thrash, obviously Spencer. Thrash is in Colorado. Yes. That's over on the way over to California, though. You get everybody else down the east first, and then shoot across. It would. Problem is, I'm saving for a wedding. So it ain't happening anytime soon. Done. Yeah, that would have been happening already. Yeah. It's like, what have you done with the missus? I've sent them to Disneyland for a month. And they're going to fly over to the other coast and meet me over there. But if money wasn't an option, none of us would be driving. Some very lucky Uber driver would be getting a big ass payout. But money is a object. And we were pricing just for potential honeymoon. Just to get over. Just cross the Atlantic. Go Canada or just one place. Keep it shh. So no one knows I'm there. And it's still looking at 5-6 grand. But in fairness though, your truck is probably bigger than my living room. And you're going to be so amazed. You're going to have to fill it once. Once. Yes, it does. Unlike your truck, which can tow yours, your neighbours, sod its dead cattle box on the back as well. Yep, it will just drag it along. Wheels or not. Yeah. Yeah, but I've got no fuel in it, so you have to put some in. Yep. But that's still what, $200-300? Is it? $21 to fill it up. So about $60. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's cheap. Well, we charge by the litre. And it's about £3 a litre. I don't know, I don't drive. I don't do that conversion. I don't need it. So it costs 3 times as much, essentially. So it's $180, not $60. But we have smaller distances. So if I wanted to drive to Graham, who was in the chat earlier, or even Beaky, Beaky's less than 100 miles from me. Yeah. No, these big. No, a hatchback will do. Or an estate. Or what do you call them? Is it sedans, saloons? The ones with the extended back. No, so if you get like a Ford Escort, and then you get the one with the slightly longer boot, or slightly longer trunk. Is that a sedan? Right, okay. No, it's a full 4 doors. And then you've got essentially enough room for 2 more seats. A station wagon. Thank you, Beaky. Beaky to the safe. One in the wild. Yep. It's a bit bright, which is kind of what I wanted, but it's a bit, yeah, kind of. But he's got a gold shell and red pants and a dark turquoise jacket and hat. No, I am not having a blue shell turtle. I am sick of them. Yeah, they're banned. Not allowed to use them. I've only ever done that once, and I got blue shelled 3 times in one race. It's not. It's not. Do you know what's the best equalizer? 3 red shells. But you time it. No. You. Oh no. Always go full send. But I go send. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send. So as you're coming out and you're just setting off, you get hit again. And as you're starting out, hit again. And the blue shell can't do that. He stagger locks you. No, I'm not that cruel. I'll just push the lead. No, I'm not even that cruel. I'll just make sure the lead's big enough. So, no matter what you hit me with, you ain't catching me anyway. Just. Yeah. I've lapped up to about 8th before now. Especially on Baby Parkway. I've lapped 2nd. Yeah, but that's a tiny little course where it's just round and round and round and round, round about 8 times. And it's just chaos. Well, it's one of my favourite courses. That and... oh, what's it called? The motocross one. What's the motocross level called? No, that's... what's... Waluigi's is... Waluigi's is one of the ones with the fireballs, and it's similar. It's in mud. It's just an oval, and there's one side you get to go up a bit, and the other side you don't. And there's lots of mud spots. Excite Bike Arena. Sparkles has just told me. Excite Bike Arena. Yeah, I love that one. That one's great. That and the Mount Wario, the downhill one. They're not bad. They are not bad. Especially if you can get the good run up the waterfall and get all the boosts and move. So, just to let anyone know who's watching, this is how easy it is to derail my streams. Completely derail them. I don't even need a guest. You can do it from chat. Just ask Ali about Orkioki, which is an Orkioki. I convert songs into the style of an orc and then sing them. So, Orkioki. So, design around things like this guy, who I will be... No, I'm not doing any more on him. He's pretty much done. It'll be the Shock Jump Dragster on Monday. It'll be that one. I've got to do all the gubbins and power supplies. It is a bit daft. Well, today's not been... I'm actually stopping paying because I can't concentrate on it and I can't focus. And it's nothing to do with you. Don't worry. No, this was getting to that point before I even realised you sent me the message going, I'm here. Yeah, this was getting to that point before then. This is my second stream today. What the fuck? I'm having it. No, mine's done. Wow, that's early. 5 a.m. Wow, no. No, no, no. Mine gets up, eats breakfast, and goes back to bed. Until about 30 minutes before school. Yep. Oh yeah, he will. My son's been playing Pokemon on the Switch. He's getting half decent at that. He's nearly completed it actually. And then he's got his tablet with the game I hate. I loathe Roblox. Yep. Nope. Nope. I hate that. Well, I tried ruining the game for him by just being me, and it didn't work. He just decided he's not going to play the game with me anymore. It's like, Dad, how are you doing so well? Because I am breaking the game mechanic. I'm just going, he wants me to do that, so I'm skipping that stage, and I'm just going straight to that. Oh. So he's learnt that. Now just doesn't play with me and uses it on everyone else. So it's like you're a little... People are not going to play with you. Yep. Well, this is how I found out. I've been banned from playing FIFA since 2015. Nobody will play FIFA. Not the football game. Or the soccer game as you'll know it. Because they all play it like it's football. And I go, it's not. It's FIFA. It's a computer game. If you do this and this happens. And that doesn't happen in football. Yeah. So I'd foul them. And I'd get the free kick. Yep. But I told them how to do it. I don't keep it a secret. I tell them, you do this and you do this. And then they tried it. And I got the free kick again. And that bit doesn't make sense. That's just wrong. Yeah? And you. So, if anybody is still here watching, and you watch my break screen, this is the gentleman who does the music. All of it. He does. The visuals, not so much. That was twisted. But the music is all done for Arius Nation. Well, you see, he's already overtaken me. Round of applause for the gentleman there. The help comes both ways. It happens both ways. we're part of that community now, and we're stuck. Nope. See you later, Dan. Been a pleasure as always. But on that note, I am also going to close this down. I've just put a little wash around the stubby bit there, and some little purple, like, irises, just to make his eyes stand out a little bit more. I'm not sure how I'm going to sort the yellow out. I'm going to have to rethink that completely. Maybe. It might get away with a wash and then a highlight. Or I might have to paint it all in Avalon Sunset and then highlight it with the brighter yellow. But I will find that out when my head can function. At the moment it's not. I'm still not fully recovered from earlier on today, which is why. At least mentally. I did take a little bit of a knock to my confidence, I must say. But thank you for everybody who's been to join me tonight, as well as a huge thank you to my Patreon subscribers and anyone in Discord as well. Thank you all for helping support the channel. If you want to do any more of that, these clicky buttons things down below, which you know how to do it if you've been on YouTube for any length of time. You just open it up and then go, oh right, that one. Discord link is in there as well, which is also free. If you've not hit the other buttons and the bells and the whistles and the who do you whatchamacalls it and the everything's it. If you want to hit any of them, feel free. But thank you very much for joining me this evening. Please drive safe, everyone, and I will see you on Monday.